and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Gay now set to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago at the time that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And an alley to run. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3-and-out on their opening drive. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw, Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now it's Watson. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Watson.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Gotta get the point.
Now Watson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, second down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the gun, Jackson finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Watson caught left side, Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 48 yards. As his guys are first out of the with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson options out left. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, there's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Jackson steps away, and it's a Jacksonville touchdown.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown, puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And shedding through the tackle. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Goodwin as the first half taking the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And they try the sweep to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They run it with Armstead, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Jackson on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Carl Nassib in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Running right, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is Jackson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returnable for Lockett. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to put it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now it's Jackson, and this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. D. Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his... And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. On the move to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's home. Well, now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's gonna go down again. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now it's Ginn. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Paris Campbell with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation.
And this is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs. 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. What a spin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson now, escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Jackson to throw. Able to find Isabella. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella.